Hello everybody, I just thought I'd try a live test from Mr. Diggs' Den. I realise I haven't done one yet. I'm just basically testing out the internet connection, because the last time I tried to go live, it didn't work, to be honest with you. So I just thought I'd pop on and see what it looked like. Let me send the link out to a few Facebook groups I'm in. I know you'll all get notifications, but I just thought I'd, like I say, come and try. Hey up, Chris. Morning, mate. How are you, Mr. Chris Tyler? How are you, mate? What are you up to today? Thank you for joining. Yeah, like I say, as I was just saying, Chris, I just thought I'd try a live from Mr. Diggs' Den, as it's been crowned. Morning, Chris B. Thank you for joining, mate. And just check the internet connection, basically, because like I say, last time I tried, it didn't work for some reason, and it froze on me, so I had to abandon it. So I'm just testing this out now. If it does freeze, I'm sorry. So I'll just basically see how it goes. I can see there's 3 in. Just waiting for a few more people to join. There's no content. I just wondered. After the same here, Chris Tyler. After the post office myself in a bit, mate. Yes. I'm going to do a bit of Facebook and a bit of eBay sourcing as well. So yeah, like I say, just bear with me for a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. Right, okay. I do have a bit of a solder complete haul to show you as well today. I've just realised that I've got a bit of packing to do. So I'll show you what I've sold, if that's of any interest to anybody. So yeah, just bear with. Have we got anybody else in? So yeah, let me know in the stream if the picture, or if it does freeze. And I'll try and sort it out, because if it does freeze, I'll have to buy a booster, a signal booster for the internet. So right, who else have we got in? Oh right, okay, right. Morning. I will still don't need stuff picked up. Right, okay. Morning, Gary. How are you, mate? Hello, Oliver Ian. Not Oliver. Sorry, Olivia Ian. Ashley Martin. Thank you for joining. Chris B. Yeah, Oliver Ian. Yes. Thank you for joining, guys. I've just put the stream, the link in the Money Mental Facebook group. So yeah, what are we all doing today? I've got a few things to show you, if you're at all interested. Like I say, let me just get my little. Right. I'll start with the big thing first. The best sale so far, and this was this Celestial Jigsaw that I paid £2 off Facebook Marketplace. There's a woman on there that's got her own page, and I've been buying stuff off her page, really good cheap prices as well, especially jigsaws. And this I saw, and it's glow in the dark. Let me just see if I can show you. Yeah, glow in the dark. And what I normally do is when I look for stuff on Facebook Marketplace, I cross-reference it on eBay, and I saw these, and I instantly saw that they were going for between 30, 35 and 40, 42 pound, I think it was. One went on bids. So I instantly messaged her and said, I'll have that. And I picked it up. And I think within, God, a couple of days, the sale came out on Monday, I think it was. And I put, I'll say, £2, and it sold for $35.99. So obviously we'll still be in partial lockdown, and a lot of people, I'm guessing, are expecting a second spike. So I think they're getting the jigsaws in while they can. So that was not a nice little sale. Next one, we've got a bit of clothing. Sorry if it bores you. But clothing's been mostly all the clothes. It's got all clothing going out today, and this is a Next maternity dress. And that I picked up for £1, and that sold for £9. So I was quite pleased to pick that up. So that's a bit of women's clothing. Now, this is a classic case. The next one is a classic case of sourcing my own stuff for my own personal clothing and stuff like that. Now, this is a pair of men's Reebok 3/4 lengths that I didn't wear anymore. As you can see, Reebok in the corner there, look. And I hadn't wore them. I just placed them on, thinking that I don't know how much they'd probably go for, but these actually went for £13. So it's always worth a good look at your own stuff to actually see what there is in there, to see if the stuff you don't wear. And it's where everybody that should really start when they're out sort of doing reselling for the first time is begin with your own stuff. Because obviously you've got money under your nose, and if your stuff you don't wear, especially with friends and family that have a sort out as well. So yeah, I pay, like I say, cost me nothing. Don't know where I've got them from or how long I've had them, but they sell for £13. So I was quite pleased with that sale. Let me just look at the chat. Hi Rod, how are you, mate? All right, thank you for joining. Yes, it is, Rod. Long overdue. Yeah, too right. Yes, Chris Tyler. Yeah, the jigsaw must be an absolute nightmare because it is so detailed. No one can see that. So awkward to do that. I think you'd have be like there for quite a while doing that one. Right, the next sale I had is, again, it's something I paid £1 for, and it's a bit of Pokemon. It's a ladies' Pikachu Pokemon roll-necked jumper. It's got rather a big neck on it. That's the neck. So yeah, and I paid £1 for that, and that sold for a tenner. That did. Not massive amounts of money, guys, but it's sales. They're still making the sales still roll in. Now, sorry if I offend anybody with this next one, but this was is a Nottingham Forest, football jersey. I think this was from the 2008-2009 season. Yeah, so let me just check the chat. C. Reeves, thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Now, Rod, sorry if this offends you, but this is I know you're a Man City fan, but somebody's got to be. Only joking, mate. So yeah, but this one had a particular badge on it. This was from the home anniversary cup from 2008-2009. So if you can just see the little tag on that, and this cost me $2.99. I had it on for 20, I think it was $25.99. No, sorry, $19.99. Sorry, and I took an offer of £16.50, and all it owed me was $2.99. So so yeah, I was quite pleased with that. And that's it. I mean, there's only a few sales that are all going out today. No, I can assure you, I've not picked up a bag of rags. Well, this is just for you, Rod. Mr. Foxy Diggs, Leicester City, the new mascot of Mr. Diggs Deals or Mr. Diggs Den. And no, I haven't picked up a bag of rags or anything like that. So yeah. Who else is in? So yeah, like I say, this is the first official live from Mr. Diggs Den, Mr. Diggs Deals, and I'm quite pleased with the way the setup has all gone. I'm constantly looking to see if anything needs changing. If I could just swing you around there, there's some stock on the shelves, as you can see, and all the racking, all that racking was made possible by the horse racing game sale I had. The horse racing game that I picked up for $3.99 in the charity shop. That she didn't want laying about because it was taking up too much floor space, and that was made possible by the sale of it going for, it sold for £240 during, I think it was about the 5th or 6th week of lockdown, and the racking cost me just under £100 for 4 lots, so I was quite pleased at that. So like I say, I wanted something to show for all my hard work that I've all my struggles that I've had with my reselling, from nearly quitting 2 or 3 times in over the past few months because things weren't going my way. But I guess my hard work paid off. Yes, I do have a loft, Rod. I have a loft. I also have a walk-in sort of closet type thing in the hallway, but that's under construction as my clothing. That's getting all all railing putting up and stuff like that. I do have a loft not conversion, but I have a loft space which I've already been up and had a look around, and there's already boxes up there. So there has been talk of it all getting boarded and putting boards up, and so I can extend that as well. I've also got a shed in the back garden that's got electric to it as well. So in the near future, or not too distant future, the plan for that is I might try and decide to do furniture, whether it be Facebook Marketplace pickups or online auction sites, which I've got at least one decent online auction site that I've got lined up. Morning, Ali. Thank you for joining. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely loads more space, Rod. I went from, I don't know whether anyone's seen my previous videos just before I moved. That the only space I had for 2 years was basically under my bed or under our bed, and like the space underneath the stairs of the top flat. That when the stairs went up, our little shed outside was my storage, and that was quite interesting at times because there's numerous times where I only sold one thing, and I had to go through stuff, boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. I eventually moved and packed up. I think in the region of about 120 boxes, and that was just my stuff. And it was all unpacked, and like I say, I ended up where I went from that to this room, to what I'm in now. I've got a load more. I'm going to need a load more storage soon as well, because obviously the charity shops over here are opening around the 15th, and I've noticed that a lot have had new stock in, so I'll be doing that. So, hi Laurel D, thank you for joining. All the space and give for 6 months, you will have filled and they'll be wanting more space. Yeah, that's very true, Rod. Yeah, I already am looking at ways to do more space. To the left of me, I've got probably enough room for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clear storage boxes that, as you can see, those sort of things. Them sort of things from B&M or Home Bargains and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got enough room for about 6, 7 more. Then I've potentially got to look at going into the loft more. And like I say, I'm also doing clothing. So no, I haven't seen that one yet, Rod. Andrew moving from the cowshed. Not as such. I know he posted a video out. I haven't seen that one yet. So yeah. And like I say, as from about the 15th, charity shops are going to be open again. I can't get to Car Boots. Yeah, I can't get to Car Boots. So I'll be in all my charity shops, depending on when they open, which I think is around about the 15th. And hopefully I would have shifted a little bit more stock by then. So yeah, how long have we been on? Been on 18 minutes. Probably get another 5 minutes. Like I say, this was just a test to see if it would actually work. I can actually show you some of my stock if you're a mind to. Now, believe it or not, this was on my death pile. I had this for quite a while, and it was one of them things that once I cleaned and cleared out my previous storage place in my old home, this was stuck right at the back, still boxed, still got all its tiebacks and stuff holding it in place. And to my surprise, even though there's a little box damage on it, never been out of the box because of the cable ties holding it in place, it does light up. Did you see that? Yeah. This was stuck right at the back, and it was only this week that I pulled it from the box of stuff I'd still got on standby to list. And then, and to my surprise, there is one on there for about £57.99, something like that, in the 50s. But because I've had it for a while, the box damage, as you can see, a little bit of box damage on there. I've put it up for about £39.99, that. And it only cost me, when I first picked it up, I can always remember that, it cost me about, I think it was about £6 from the charity shop. And what else have we got? Got the little, can you see them? Now these used to be in newsagents years ago. These are Panini, like superhero collectible Marvel figures. I picked these up for, I think it was either £1 or £2 each, and I picked up about 8, and I've been selling them for about 13 to 14 quid each. We have as Daredevil. We have Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord. Now, this one really surprised me because this one has been selling for about £18 on its own. And like I say, they used to pick these up from the newsagents quite a while ago now, a bit like Eagle Moss collectible figures. So, yeah, what else have we got? A good old bit of Doctor Who, the 7th Doctor, and the Cybermen. I picked these up in a bit of a retail arbitrage from, I think it was from B&M, and I think I paid about £2 or £3 each, and they were selling for about up to £35 each. They were, and I've got 2 of them. What else have we got that I could show you? Bear with. Again, I've got a few of these Trolls, and again, it was a bit of retail arbitrage. These were in a sales bin for £2 each, I think, in a shop, and they used to sell for about £19.99 each. And I think this is the last one. I might just have to reduce the price to get rid of it. I think I don't want to bore you anymore, do I really, with stuff like that? Who else have we got in? So yeah. What the rest of you up to today? Like I say, I'm off down to after this broadcast, I'm going down to the post office to send my parcels off and see basically what the rest of the day been, because there's no shops open yet. So yeah. I'll show you my new bit of kit for my room for my clothing. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this or not, but that is a t-shirt folder, and the general idea of that is if you put your t-shirts in it, and you can fold them to make them look professional when you send them. Now, I've never seen one of these before, and I didn't know they existed. Let me just see if I can find the paperwork for that and give you a better idea. That's it. Bear with me. And that, like I say, it only costs £6.99. So if you're into clothing, particularly t-shirts or jumpers and stuff like that, I came across it by accident, to be honest with you. And like I say, shirt folder. And basically, you get the general idea. You lay it out. You start to fold, and then you fold the arms and then the middle bit and stuff like that. And then until you've got a complete square of a t-shirt or a jumper. And like I say, $6.99, ideal for, like I say, the clothing resellers out there. And it's going to make my reselling a lot more better. It looks a bit more neater. And like I say, I paid $6.99 for that. And like I say, I do get involved in quite a bit of clothing. So yeah, I thought I'd give that a go. So yeah. Oh, hiya, Tommy Bernard. Thank you for joining, mate. All the way from. Sorry, I think it's US, isn't it? Or are you Australia? I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry, mate. So yeah, thank you for joining, mate. Morning, RJ. Thank you for joining. So yeah, like I say, that's basically the reason for this video, was to just come on, just to try first live from Mr. Diggs Den, as I've crowned it. And if it worked, I'm going to be doing a lot more, because I am working on a new show, or trying to work on a new show, come up with a different content called the Mr. Diggs Deal Show, to see, because everyone else seems to be doing shows here and there, and it's just a matter of trying to find a spot. So yeah, and I think that maybe for now it, because I've been at 27 minutes. I only plan to come on and do like 10 or 15 to try it. One more thing to show you. This was my latest pickup, Facebook marketplace, eBay pickup. Now I picked up 10 of these for, I think it was, they had them on for 12 quid for 10. And I made an offer of 9 quid. And these sell for about $6.99 to $7.99 each, and I picked up 10 for 9 quid. So I'm looking after fees and stuff like that at possibly about £3 to £4 in money back terms. And like I say, I picked up 10. So you do the maths. Again, not massive things, but just enough to keep sort of my eBay ticking over, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Again, I don't think I've got anything more to show you, I don't think. So yeah. Who else have we got in? So yeah, thank you guys for joining me and making it all worthwhile. I think I've had about up to about 13, 14 people in. I'm not sure what the best time of day is to go live, to be honest with you. But I hope I've sort of entertained you, not bored you too much, and you've unsubscribed. So yeah. Morning, Ali. Morning, Tori. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for joining. Look out for a lot more lives. Try and bring you a few more decent content in my lives without trying to bore you too much. And like I say, I'm currently working on the Mr. Diggs Deal Show. I'm looking at probably a late night slot or something like that. But I'm not entirely sure yet. Like I say, I'm trying to work out content details and a time slot to go live. So until next time, thank you very much for joining. If you're going to find me for the first time, make sure you please subscribe. Stick with me. Thank you to all the new subscribers I've had. I'm up to about 525 now. You know, it's my trademark rod. I will put a t-shirt on one day, but this is me. This is Mr. Diggs. The cap, the vest tops, because I'm more comfortable wearing vest tops in the house, to be honest with you. But I know I've got to change as soon as I go out there because it's raining here. So, morning aid. I was just about to go, mate. No, not to worry, mate. You probably have missed it, but you could probably watch it back. Probably if you've got a spare few minutes sometime. So, for now, everybody, thank you very much for joining. It's much appreciated. So till next time, this is Mr. Diggs signing out. Have a good day. Stay safe. Happy sales. All the best.